All right, what's up, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Girls All-Long Island Games virtual draft presented by Heatherwood Communities. I'm your host, Ellis Joshua, and just a little bit about how this draft will work. So we have designated captains for the two teams based on position, and what we'll do is we'll go one position at a time, and the two captains at each position will make their selections, beginning with the starting lineups. And so to get things started off, we're going to start with attack. And so we're going to bring on our two attack captains. So we're going to start at St. Anthony's with Tess Calabria, the UNC commit, the future Tar Heel, Tess Calabria, one of our attack captains. So we got Tess on here. Tess, how are we doing here this evening?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Super excited to have you on and taking part in this draft. Just a little bit about your game, of course. You are a natural quarterback, getting a chance to see you play over the years, and just supremely talented, supremely skilled. But beyond that, just a supreme lax IQ. And so it's just been a pleasure watching you play lacrosse over the last few years.
Thank
So,
you, Alice. I'm very happy to be here.
of course, absolutely. So, your captain that you will be going up against at attack, she hails from Ward Melville, and that is going to be Kate Spinks, the Brown commit. We got Kate on the screen here. Kate, how's it going here this evening?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great. Definitely happy to have you on here for the draft, and looking forward to seeing you play as you are still very much alive in the high school season for the Ward Melville Patriots heading to
Yes,
the
we are.
LIC. Yep. So looking forward to seeing you this weekend. So it's definitely going to be great, but super happy to have you guys on here for the draft to get things started here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you pick your starting lineups. So we'll do a coin toss to decide who either gets the first overall pick or if they would like to defer and they can make back-to-back picks 2 and 3. So that's how we'll do this process here to start. So what we'll do is we'll have Kate, since we brought you on second, we'll have you make the call if it's going to be heads or tails, and we'll go from there. I'll use my phone to flip a coin. So what's it going to be? Heads, excuse me, heads or tails?
I'm going to go with heads.
All right. Hey, Siri, coin.
I'm listening.
It is heads. All right. So, Kate, you get to decide whether you would like to pick first or if you would like to make consecutive back-to-back and defer to Tess. So it's your call.
I'm going to go with the second pick and go back to back.
Okay, so you're going to go back-to-back with picks 2 and 3. So that means, Tess, you get the first overall pick. So who's going to be your first selection to be part of your starting lineup on attack?
My first selection is Emmy Hogan from St. Anthony's.
Emmy Hogan, a teammate of yours at St. Anthony's, the Hopkins commit. I like it. I like it. So getting that first overall pick, of course, not knowing whether you'd be picking first or going 2 and 3. What was kind of your thought process of picking Emmy first overall?
I think that in lacrosse, chemistry is something that's unmatched. And after coming off a season, playing all season with her, I think it's just someone that I'm really looking forward to play with again in the All Long Island games.
Nice. Getting a chance to suit up together one final time before heading off to the collegiate level. I like it. So now, Kate, you get back-to-back picks. So we'll have you make your first pick first. We'll talk about your selection, your thought process, and then we'll go back to you to make your next pick. So who's going to be first of your selections to play alongside you at attack?
I think I'm going to go with Maureen Arendt.
Maureen Arendt out of GC going to Florida. So Arendt, another high school player that is still very much alive in the spring season, as her and the Trojans are also in the Long Island Championship game once again. So, Kate, what was kind of going through your mind in picking Arendt first overall to be your teammate?
I mean, I've played against her the past 3 years in our non-league games against Garden City, and I just know she's a really strong attacker. So, I'd love to have her on my team.
That's good. That's good. Getting a chance to go against her and now getting a chance to have her as a teammate for once. I like it. So you're going to get a second consecutive pick here. So what's going to be your next selection?
I'm going to go with Shay Panzik.
Shay Panzik out of Manhasset going to Vanderbilt. Okay, so she rounds out the second of 2 consecutive picks for you. Now, is Shay someone that you've had a chance to either like play with at some point or play against? What was kind of the thought process there with picking Shay?
Yeah, I think I've played with her a few times, like played against her a few times in like the Winter League, I want to say. But I know she's a strong player too, strong attacker. So I'm gonna go with her.
Sweet. So now, Tess, it goes back to you to make your next selection as part of your starting attack. So who are you going to go with next?
My next selection is Sienna Fox from Port Washington.
Sienna Fox, the Binghamton commit. Nice. So Fox getting a chance to play with you, Tess. So kind of what was the thought process there in picking Sienna to be on your team?
I know Sienna's a really strong attacker. She was on my first travel team I played with, so another chemistry pick, and I just think that we all will work really well together.
I like it there, Tess. Definitely looking at it from a chemistry perspective and kind of figuring that players that you've played with before, have a ton of experience with, is definitely going to be an advantage potentially for your team in the All Long Island games. All right, so now, Kate, it goes back to you. So you get one more selection here to round out your starting four. So who will it be?
Amelia Bentley.
Amelia Bentley out of CSH going to Drexel. And Amelia, of course, another player that's still alive in the high school season as Cold Spring Harbor. They'll be playing in the LICs as well. And Bentley, she was definitely a huge factor for CSH as one of their leading scorers during the high school season. She can absolutely fill it up. So Bentley now getting a chance to play in the All Long Island games with Team Kate Spinks. So that rounds out the starting attack for Kate. So now, Tess, you get another selection here to round out your starting four. So who will it be?
My last selection for the starting squad will be Kaylee Bender.
Kaylee Bender. All right. So we got Bender, who's going to Team Calabria. Bender, the Huntington Blue Devil. And she is going to be playing for Team Calabria here in the All Long Island games. So Tess, just any thoughts there on going with Bender to be on your team?
I played with her on Huntington, and I loved watching her career at Huntington High School. And she's like an awesome person, awesome teammate, and an awesome player.
Nice. So we got Bender to round out the starting attack for Calabria's team. And so that's going to wrap up the starting attack for the 2024 All Long Island games. So I want to thank you guys for selecting your starters, and we'll put you guys back in the waiting room. And then what we're going to do is we're going to transition over to our starting midfield. So we'll first welcome on our captain that hails from Long Beach and is committed to JMU, and that would be Ava Main. So Ava Main, one of our midfield captains. We got Ava up on the screen here. Ava, how's it going here this evening?
I'm good. Yeah.
All right. So we got Ava Main as one of our captains, and she will be going up against a captain that hails from William Floyd, and that would be Kayla Gilmore, the Maryland commit. Kayla, we got you up on the screen. How's it going here this evening?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Looking forward to seeing who you guys select as your starting middies that you'll be playing alongside. So what we'll do is we'll flip a coin to decide who either picks first or who will make consecutive picks back to back. So it's the winner of the coin toss's call. So Kayla, we brought you on second here, so we'll have you call the coin toss, whether it be heads or tails. So what is your selection? Oh, Kayla, I think your audio cut out.
Let's go tails.
You're going tails? Okay. All right, so we'll have Siri flip a coin here. Hey, Siri.
Tails.
Flip a coin.
It's tails.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, so it is tails. So, Kayla, you get to decide. Would you like to select first, or would you like to make back-to-back picks you prefer? Oh, Kayla, I think your audio cut out. Are you there?
I'll pick first.
Okay, you're going first. Okay, so your first selection at midfield to be a starter with you.
Yeah,
who
can
will
you hear me?
Be selecting?
Meg Kenny from St. Anthony's.
Oh, Megan Kenny, nice. The St. Anthony's Friar, and soon to be a teammate of yours at the University of Maryland. So I'm sure that definitely had something to do with you making that
Yes.
selection first overall. But let's kind of talk about the thought process there.
Yeah. I've played with Meg a whole bunch of times, and I think our connection is very good. She's fast and a great two-way midi, and I'm excited to play with her in the future. So just a early start to what awaits the next 4 years.
I like it. I like it. This is kind of the prelude to what's to come when you guys are suiting up for the turfs. All right. So now, Ava, you get to now make back-to-back selections. So we'll have you make your first pick. We'll put them up on the screen, and then we'll go back to you to make your next pick. So who will it be with your first pick to play alongside you at midfield?
I'm going to pick Emma Hendry from Comac.
All right. We got Emma Hendry going to Team Ava Maine. So kind of what was the thought process behind picking Hendry? Hendry committed to Army West Point, but what was kind of your thought process there?
I played travel with her my whole life. She's a super good player and she's super strong on the draw, so I'm excited to play with her again.
Nice. Getting a chance to suit up together one more time. I like it. I like it. All right. So you got Hendry as your first selection. So you make back-to-back. So who will be your next pick?
My next pick is going to be Kaylee Fravert.
Oh, Kaylee. Okay. Kaylee Fravert out of Sacred Heart, committed to USC. So any prior experiences playing with Kaylee or playing against her?
I've never played with her or against her, but I've watched a bunch of Sacred Heart games, and she's a super strong player. She's super shifty, and I'm excited to play with her.
Yeah, definitely think shifty is a really, really good way of describing her, and really just like very, very tenacious out there, and just a huge part of why Sacred Heart has been a perennial contender in parochial. So definitely, I like the thought process though. Not someone that you haven't played with before, but getting a chance to play together for once in the All Long Island games. I like it. So now we'll go back to you, Kayla. So you make your next pick. So you get your second pick here of who you'd like to play with that midfield, and that would then round out your starting trio. So who will be your next pick?
I'm going to pick Kendall Morris from Garden City.
All right. So Kendall Morris of GC, committed to Arizona State, someone that's similar to you, Kayla, like a big presence on the draw circle for Garden City. But kind of what went behind making the selection of Kendall Morris for your team?
I've played with her for All America the last 4 years, I think.
Okay.
So we've had a lot of connection and a lot of experience together. And like you said, on the draw circle, she's really good, quick off the circle, and she's nice and tall. So it's a big target to hit on offense and a big person to get around on defense.
Okay. So that's going to round out the starting lineup for midfield. So the starting trio. So thank you guys for making your selections for the starters. So we'll have you guys go back into the waiting room, and then we'll bring you back on in a little bit, and you'll get a chance to then pick your reserves. So we'll talk to you in a little bit. So before we kind of move on here, just want to talk about one of the cool things that we have going on this summer for the first time, and it's actually exclusive college lacrosse training powered by the LI Lacrosse Journal. And so this is for players that are in the high school graduating classes of 2020 to 2025, where you'll have a chance to pick up a stick this summer throughout the month of July, starting July 9th to the 31st, every Tuesday and Wednesday night, and come down to Premier Sports over in Hauppauge and get a chance to train and just kind of transform your game under the guidance of East Fitness LI owner Mike Kaplan, as well as St. Anthony's coaches Corey Winkoff and Christian Michaels. So it's something new, something we're trying out this summer, and it's really just a chance to kind of keep a stick in your hand and train and grow your game and kind of work with some of the game's best on the island here, both training and coaching wise. All right, so we have our starting midfield, our starting attack, and our starting defense. So now we're going to shift over to the goalies, and we got one goalie on here that we've had from the beginning, and we got Ashley Langdon out of ESM, committed to Hopkins. So we got Ashley, also nicknamed the Joker by Coach Wink. That's a nickname that We got Ashley up on the screen. What's up, Ashley?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How's it going?
Good. I'm really excited to be here.
Nice. Great to have you. So as I was just saying, the nickname the Joker, which was patented by Coach Wink, but just an elite reader of defenses, super athletic, and really just the backbone of what's always a very great and very, very tough to score on ESM defense. So we got Langdon here as one of our goalie captains. And we do have our other goalie captain who hails from Garden City and is committed to Yale. We got Neem Thaf. So Neem, how's it going here this evening?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's great to have you on here. Neem, of course, your season's still very much alive. The high school season for DC, winning the Class B County Championship once again, and we'll be playing in the LIC this weekend against West Islip. So congrats to you and your successes on what's been a tremendous high school season for you individually and for your team.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do, so we have one goalie to select from. So what we'll do is we'll have Ashley, we'll have you announce the goalie, who that is, and we'll have her graphic up on the screen. We'll talk a little bit about her and her game, and just kind of talk about what's potentially to come from the goalies in the 24 All Long Island game. So Ashley, if you would please announce our goalie for the 2024 game.
Yeah, the goalie is Stella Quilty, who's one of my on the other team for Yellow Jackets. But I love Stella. I've known her very closely over these years. We've trained together a couple of times, and I'm so grateful that she'll be able to join us on the goalie squad this year for the Long Island game.
Yeah, Stella Quilty, definitely an anchor in the net. Stella Quilty from St. Anthony's, and she was on a Friars team that, of course, had a memorable season, going undefeated, running the table, and being the #1 ranked team in the nation. So congrats to Stella, who's a future Rutgers commit. So definitely looking forward to seeing her take her game to the next level, and really looking forward to seeing all three of you guys out there in the All Long Island games come June 19th. So definitely looking forward to it, and Neem, looking forward to seeing you this weekend in the LICs. Again, congrats on a great season for GC.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Absolutely. So we just want to thank you guys for being captains for the goalies for the All Long Island games. And again, can't wait to see you guys in the games on June 19th. So we'll have you guys back into the waiting room, and then we'll bring you back on to wrap up the draft in a little bit.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to go over to the defense now, and we'll introduce our captains at defense, our defenders. So first, we'll welcome in a captain that hails from St. Anthony's High School, committed to Duke University, and that would be Amanda Pacey. So Amanda, we got Amanda up on the screen here. How's it going here this evening, Amanda?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Amanda, of course, a huge part of that St. Anthony's team that ran the table this spring, went undefeated, and was the #1 team in the nation. So congrats to Amanda and the St. Anthony's Friars on just an unforgettable season. So definitely congrats to you, Amanda, and your successes.
Thank you.
And we want to welcome in now our other captain at defense, someone that you will be suiting up with fairly soon at the collegiate level, someone that I'm sure if you didn't know well already, you will know pretty well fairly soon, and that would be Mabel Overbeck out of Garden City. We got Mabel up on the screen. Mabel, how's it going? What's going on?
I'm great. How are you, Alice?
I'm doing great. I'm just happy to be here, you know.
Same.
I'm just super excited to get this draft going here and see who you guys decide to select as your starting defenders. So what we're gonna do is we'll flip a coin to decide who either gets the first pick or if they would like to defer and make consecutive picks back to back. So Mabel, since we brought you on second here, we'll have you call the coin toss and you get to decide. So do you want to pick heads or tails? What'll it be?
I'm going to go heads.
All right, so I'll use my phone here and have Siri flip a coin. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
It's heads this time.
It is heads. So Mabel, you get to decide. Would you like to select first, or would you like to defer and get back-to-back picks?
I'm gonna defer and get it back to back.
All right. So that means Amanda, you get the first pick. So to start off your starting defense playing alongside you, who are you going to be taking?
My first pick is gonna be Emily Ambrosi.
Emily Ambrosi. Nice. A teammate of yours?
I think Emily's a complete like underdog. Every single day in practice, she would give it like completely her all. She's an awesome person, and I think she's an even better teammate to everyone. So I think Emily's a good first pick.
Nice. I like it. Definitely, of course, having a chance to play with her in practice and just seeing her makeup and what she's all about, definitely cannot go wrong with that. Getting a chance to pick someone that you're very close with and have spent a lot of time with on the field. So that's the first pick for Amanda and your defense. So now we'll shift over to you, Mabel, and we'll have you make back-to-back picks. So you'll make your first pick. We'll have them come up on the graphic here, talk a little bit about them, and then we'll go back to you to make your second consecutive pick.
All right, my first pick is gonna be Emily Romeo. I'm gonna go the same route. Like, I think she's great in practice, and we have really good chemistry. So I'm excited to have her on my team.
Nice. A teammate of yours throughout high school at GC, getting a chance to play together one more time in the All Long Island games on June 19th. I like it. So now, again, you get consecutive picks. So with your next selection, who will you be taking?
I'm gonna take Logan McNamara.
McNamara out of Sayville, going to U Albany.
Yeah, they've made it really far. You know, I've heard only good things about Sayville, and I'd love to have her on my team.
Sweet. So getting a chance to team up with McNamara in the All Long Island games. So now we're going to go back to you, Amanda. So now you get another selection here for your starting defense. So who will you be picking next?
I'm gonna take Catherine Batterberry from Sacred Heart. Even though she's a complete rival, I think that Sacred Heart gave us a great game every single time, and with her on defense, it's very good.
Nice. And that's a good point. Like someone that's been a rival of yours over at Sacred Heart for the last few years, but of course getting a chance to play against them so many times, it's like you kind of know like players that you may look at and say like, wow, like they've given us a tough time like individually. So it's cool now that you'll get a chance to play with her in the All Long Island games. I like the thought process. So now Mabel, it goes back to you. So who will be your next defender?
I'm gonna go with Chloe Mosher.
Chloe Mosher out of West Hampton Beach, the Win Group commit. Nice. So someone that you may not have too much familiarity with, at least in the high school season. Did have that classic LIC a couple years ago, but outside of that,
just gonna say.
Yeah, and any familiarity with playing with against her possibly at all, or just what was kind of your thought process?
No, but I know that West Hampton Beach is like a powerhouse, so I'm hoping maybe I could get something from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So Amanda, you get another selection here to round out your defense. So you get one more pick to round out your starting defense.
I'll take Madison Hall.
All right, Maddie Hall out of Miller Place, committed to Manhattan College. So any thoughts there on selecting Maddie as a teammate of yours?
I'm super close to Ashley Langdon.
Okay.
And I know that from a goalie perspective, she's awesome. I don't really know her personally, but I think getting the chance to play with her in this game would be awesome, and that she's really good at 1v1s too, I've heard.
Nice. So that's going to wrap up the starting defense for the 2024 teams. So we'll bring you guys back on in just a little bit. But thanks, guys, and we'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, so as we continue with the All Long Island Games draft, what we're going to do now is we're going to be presenting the rosters for the younger age groups for the All Long Island Games. So the younger age groups incorporate the class of 2026 all the way down to the class of 2030. And so for the 2029 and 2030s, we will actually be having 4 teams for those age groups. But what we're going to do overall is just present the rosters for the black and gold teams for these age groups. And we're going to start by introducing the black team and the gold team for the class of 2026. Now presenting the rosters for the class of 2027, the rising sophomores. And many of these girls, if they haven't already been on varsity this past spring, they'll definitely be shooting to make their varsity roster next season for their high school teams. Now presenting the class of 2028, as these young ladies are taking that jump from middle school to high school, where they'll be looking to take their game to the next step, whether that's suiting up for JV or possibly looking to make varsity next spring as a freshman. Now to the 2029s, where we have 4 teams we'll be presenting. These rising 8th graders are ready to burst onto the scene, starting with their final season of middle school summer ball, as they get set to enter their final chapter of junior high school. And last but not least, we have the class of 2030, also with 4 teams to present. And these young guns are set to start the 7th grade in the fall. And they'll be making waves this summer, leading into what will be their first year of middle school lax next spring, playing for their respective school teams. Got everyone back here. So guys, just want to thank you all for taking part in this and really accepting the honor of being a captain. And I would just like to say, like, it's been a pleasure watching all you guys play high school lacrosse over the last few years. And I'm really getting a chance to cover you and your respective teams. So I just want to thank you guys for that, beyond just the All Long Island games. It's truly been a pleasure. It really has been. And I'm looking forward to seeing those of you that are still playing in the high school season. Looking forward to seeing you guys this weekend and potentially upstate as well. But just want to thank you guys for everything. It's really been great. And just want to kind of wrap up the draft here by thanking all of our sponsors, Gate, East Fitness LI, Heatherwood Communities. Also just want to thank our production team, LI Sports Network, for putting together a tremendous broadcast for the draft tonight. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in the All Long Island games on June 19th. And also at the conclusion of the 24 game, we'll be announcing our Pominock Award winner which goes to the best player in the senior class. So definitely stay tuned for that, as we will be announcing that award at the conclusion of the 24 game. But it's been a pleasure, guys. Thanks for taking part in this, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.